My name is Kayla Buszka, and I'm a senior project leader for sustainability and stewardship here at Kohler Company. I have been here 3 long years, very short, but it feels like a really long time because my career journey has been plentiful and bountiful in those 3 years that I've been here. So I started off as a project coordinator for our sustainability team, and honestly, it was a really great role for me because I came into the organization learning and everything I needed to know from the bottom up. So it really gave me kind of all the foundational skill sets I needed. And I was very lucky enough to kind of progress through my role. So I moved into a project leadership role just a few years back. And throughout COVID and the pandemic and such life as we knew it at the time, I was able to work on some really great projects that have allowed me to move into a senior project leader role, which is so exciting. It's 3 years, but again, packed with so much. And I think Kohler Company too, as an organization, one thing that I love about the company is that it's so diverse. We have 3 different kind of core businesses that we function in. So the first is kitchen and bath. The second is our power business, so engines, generators. And then the third is our hospitality business. So we're talking about hotels, restaurants, golf courses. So totally different types of businesses. And I think in my role, I really get to see each side of them and what sustainability and corporate social responsibility looks like in all those spaces, which is really exciting. What I find most exciting about what I do is that I get to work with people every day. And I think that's something that I love and I'm really passionate about. In past jobs, when I was in college, I was working out in the field. So my degree is in conservation and environmental science. So I was literally on prairies managing flowers and invasive species. And the one thing that was missing, aside from the beautiful nature I was in all day, was people. And I didn't get to connect with people. So my job has me front and center connecting with over 40,000 associates globally at Kohler. In addition to that, it's really about believing in better at Kohler, and my job allows me to bring this philosophy into everything I do, but also to kind of sprinkle seeds of believing in better throughout the organization. And so I love my job. I truly find every essence of what I do so exciting, and every day is a new adventure that I love. The culture of Kohler, I like to summarize it into our operating philosophy of believing in better. And I think that means a lot of different things. But for me, I'm a very kind of motivated and driven person. And so that's really just a personal mantra of mine as well. And I remember when I was looking at jobs at Kohler before I was ever here, and I looked on the website, I went to the company's corporate social responsibility report, and I saw just in big bold letters, believing in better in the Kohler bold logo type. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. Like, that's how I live my life too. And so I think that is truly and honestly effortlessly the culture at Kohler Company. And what it means for me is that every day I'm sitting down at my desk and I'm thinking, how do I dream big today? How do I make things happen? How do I own it? How do I keep prioritizing the myriad of things that I have going on and keep driving forward? And I love the idea that we continue to look back on the work we've done. We're almost a 150-year-old company. So we've done a lot of work and a lot of great things over the years. But we look back and challenge ourselves and say, how can we continue to be better? And that is really in every part of the culture. We're constantly looking to delight our customers. They're the end result that our products are going to, and we want to keep them happy. We're inspiring people along the way. We're having people be innovative and drive bold innovation into the company, having people own it, which I personally love. I really like to run with things. And so the own it kind of key belief at Kohler really enables me as an associate to do my best work. My favorite thing about Kohler is that the leadership that we have, they say these things like corporate social responsibility, diversity, equity, and inclusion, sustainability are important. They tell us that is what they preach. But it's not something that our leaders just say is important, but we're not truly enabling and operationalizing in the business. And to me, I'm a very driven person, but I'm really picky about where I work because I want to know that when I get up every day and I have these mantras in my head of I'm just going to run with this, I'm going to own this today, these are the things I'm going to do. I don't want boundaries, and I want leaders who really stand behind what they believe in, what they say they believe in. And I love that here at Kohler, that is absolutely the case. Our leaders, if anything, challenge our teams who are doing some of this work, like our corporate social responsibility work, our DE&I work. They challenge us to continue to be better. They challenge us to continue to push boundaries. And I think that enablement from our leadership is what allows so many associates across Kohler to be successful, right? It's that door is open and the permission is there. It's go and do and be great and let us know how we can support you. And in my type of role and in the way that I work, that is absolutely the like golden ticket to get me to be happy and performing my best. When I look at benefits as an employee or an associate, I really think about so much more than just healthcare, dental, vision, 401k. All of those are foundational, I would say, to me. But I'm looking for something a little bit more as well. I do love that when I come to my leaders and I say, I need time to just rest and reflect. I've been overwhelmed and really busy. The first thing they say to me is, why are you asking? Just go do, go take. And I love that permission. I know that I'm fully enabled to be my best self and show up in every place that I need to, and also take time to disconnect and to reflect and to grow and be better that way. But I think another key thing that sticks out to me is when I look at really overall, how can I continue to grow as an individual and as a professional? I'm relatively young professional still. It's the idea that Kohler is willing to invest in me. So I've worked with my leaders this year to be a part of a new coaching program that's being offered locally. And I'm really excited for it because my program, Innovation for Good, requires me to coach people across Kohler and to help them develop their innovation and their ideas to be able to pitch to our top leaders. There's been some really great investment from Kohler in whether it's attending trade shows or conferences to gain knowledge and skill set, but also just, looking for kind of more customized programming based on what are you interested in, where does your passion lie, and what skills are you actually looking to even build. And I've really seen that investment from Kohler. My best advice is really to remember that you're the architect of your own experience at Kohler. And I think one of the things that makes your experience really unique here is that you can come into Kohler in your role, bringing the expertise and skill set that you do, but you have access to all of these people across the company. And remember, 3 different types of businesses. So really so many different skill sets that you could pick up on. And you have access to those people. So, be the architect of your experience, reach out to them. We have great mentorships. We have a bold mentorship program that's in place. So you can reach out and get mentorship from different associates across the company. There's a lot of skill building opportunities. We've brought our Kohler career management platform, which is our education platform, and connected it with LinkedIn Learning. So there's a ton of learning and new skill sets that you can bring there too. Also innovation, shameless plug for the Innovation for Good program that I run, but that's a program that's open to all associates across the globe at Kohler. Anybody can raise their hand and say, I have an idea for a product. I want to be a part of Innovation for Good's iPrize and join and practice innovation. So challenging yourself, learning new skill sets is really easy to do. And then also, I would argue that in my work that I've done, I just have such great friends here. I have great people that I've met in every different place of the business, and I'm so grateful for that. So I think, as you go through and you start at Kohler or you're looking more into it, just knowing there's a lot of resources here. Even our business resource groups are a great way for you to kind of get involved and connected in communities that already exist at Kohler, and therefore meet new people and like-minded friends that you'll meet along the way. So I'd encourage you to go ahead and check out some of the open roles at Kohler that are currently on the Fairy God Boss site.